Hello, welcome to TadiBrothers. My name is Tamir, and in this video I'm going to show you how to pair our digital wireless mirror to our digital wireless cameras. Then we will go through the menu and show you how to operate all the features and options in this mirror. Before we get started, I want to give you one tip. You want to bench test everything before you install it. It'll give you a better understanding of how the system works. It'll make the installation quicker and cleaner. Also, these cameras need to be paired. So you don't want to mount the camera on your rig and then go up and down when you push the pair button in order to get the pairing going. So you have to think about planning it ahead from that perspective. But anyways, let's get started here. What you have here is the digital mirror, which is SKU number 23337, and that pairs with all the different digital cameras that we have. It's usually the ones that have STN at the end of them. That's what pairs with the SKU here. If you wanted a pre-made system, two popular ones are the one with the RV, which is SKU 90109, or the one with the license camera. That's good for like sedans and stuff like that. That one is the SKU 76599. Beyond that, any digital system we have can be upgraded to have the mirrors. So if you're looking at a 3-camera system or a 4-camera system, like the 12779 or the SKU 12775, either one of those can be upgraded by going to the menu and choosing the digital mirror upgrade. So first, let's pair the cameras, because I know that's what everybody wants to see, and then we'll work on the operation. The first thing we do is we plug the camera into 12 volts, like you see right here. You can use a cigarette adapter if you want, but I'm inside here, so I can just use the 12 volts I have available to me. And then we're going to turn on the camera. You see the blue screen, that's fine. It might turn off after a couple of seconds because it's not getting a camera feed. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the camera and we're plugging in into the 12 volts that I have here. One second, I have 12 volts right here. And we're going to plug that in like that. Now the camera is getting 12 volts. You can test that by holding the camera like this and seeing the little LEDs turn red. It won't come up on the camera, but if you're looking at it yourself, you'll see it. Just hold it down like that. Anyways, back to the pairing. What we're going to do is we're going to go here. We're going to change it to the channel we want. So we want it on channel 1. You see right here, cam 1. And then we're going to hold down the V1, V2 button. It's also the channel changing button. We're going to hold it down for a couple of seconds. Now we see that it says pairing right here. And now we're going to go to the camera and we're going to hold that down a couple of seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to let it go. Sometimes you might have to hold it a couple of times. There you go. The camera is paired. Okay, now sometimes it'll blink on and off while it's pairing. So if you give it a couple of seconds, it will come back to you. So turn it on. Sometimes you just need to turn it off and turn it on again, like I did right here, and then you're good to go. See, camera's working, the camera's moving, we're all good. Okay, now let's move on to the next camera. So we're going to leave this plugged in, and the next one we want to pair is, let's do the license camera. That's a popular one. Okay, the license camera itself. So first we're going to change over to the next channel, which is channel number 2. I clicked on the V thing here like that. Now it's channel 2, and we're going to enter it into pairing mode. But first, I want to connect it to power, the mirror, the license camera, I mean. And then we're going to go to channel number 2, hold down V1, V2. See the pairing. Let's hold down this for a couple of seconds. And there you go. Again, it does the thing where it turns off. It's just synchronizing. So usually if you don't want to wait for it, we're just going to unplug it and plug it back in. And the mirror's right as rain. Okay? So that is camera number 2. Camera number 3 is we're going to do our classic side camera. You see right here. This one has the adjustable lens, the night vision, everything. It actually also comes with screws that you need to mount it to your RV. But here it is. Let's plug it into 12 volts. 1 second here. It's plugged in. Now we're going to go to channel number 3. Okay, once again, you see I'm in cam number 3, and we're going to hold down the V1, V2 while it says, until it says pairing. Like that. Now it's pairing. Oh, there you go. Now what happened here was kind of interesting. I never pushed the pairing button on the camera. What happens is when you initially get the camera and it's not paired with anything, when you plug it in and your monitor is in pairing mode, it automatically knows initially to begin pairing. If it didn't work, if it wouldn't pair, then we would just hold down the button like we did here for a couple of seconds. But here is the third camera. Let's go to the next camera here, which is the Furion style side marker light camera. This is really cool. It's got these lights that you could turn on. You just plug this into where the old lights were. This is the side camera. Just mount like this, pointing them back, or like this, pointing them back. They're adjustable. It's really cool. Let's plug that into power. Okay. And now we're going to go to channel number 4 by pushing V1, V2. As you can see, there's no image. We're going to enter pairing mode by holding down the V1, V2. All right, now I see pairing right here. And I'm going to hold down this button. And there you go. Now we got the 4 cameras up and running. Okay. The next thing we want to do is, now let's see all the cameras all at the same time working. Okay. So we're going to click on V1, V2 one more time because we're already at the 4th channel. And now you should see all 4 cameras operating at the same time. Okay. And we got here camera 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that is the split screen mode of the system here. So again, you can scroll through the different channels by pushing the V1, V2, right? We're going to do all that. We're going to go to the 4th. Now we're going to go see all of them in split screen. Okay? And that's basically all the features, pairing and changing it so you could see it all in the same image. Okay? Or all on the same screen. Okay? The next thing I want to show you guys is how to operate the mirror. So to do that, we have the buttons here. The first question we get a lot of, how do I turn the grid lines on and off? If you got the grid lines upgrade, it's very simple. You click on the little triangle button right here, and the grid lines turn on and off with compatible cameras. Okay? Now, if you're getting a lot of noise and you don't want to hear it, you can also mute and unmute by holding down that up triangle button. Like that. And then you're going to hear myself. But now we're going to turn that off. Okay, that's how you mute and unmute. There's a little speaker that'll show up right here in the corner of the screen, right there. Next up is we have the mode, which will go through the different features that you have here. So you can do the brightness, the contrast, the sharpness, and then you manipulate that by the up and down arrow. Okay, you just move it up, and then you go to M again until you're done. So 2, 3, and then we're going to go up and down. Oops. Let's just change the brightness. We'll make it really bright or less bright, up to you. Then we'll just go through the M a couple of times. We're done, and then we move on. The next one is the down triangle. Okay, that one is an interesting one. That comes in handy if you want to rotate the image. So for example, this is where this comes in handy. A lot of times you want to take this licensed camera, like if you're buying the SKU number 12779, okay, you're getting the license camera, and you mount it in the front of your vehicle. The issue that might come up with that is these cameras are meant to go in the back. So what you're going to do is you're going to put it on the channel you want, and then once you're on that license camera, you're going to start flipping the image. So you can make it reversed, like you know how ambulance is spelled backwards? So you can read it. This lets you put the camera in the front and manipulate the image until you get it in the style you want. You can even flip it upside down and mirror. There's a lot of different ways of doing it. The next buttons we have here is the V1, V2, which we discussed. Lets you go through all the different channels that you have, like we're doing right here. It also enters you into the pairing mode, right? And by holding it down for 5 seconds. And that's basically all the operational buttons. The final button is the power button, which you can use it to turn off or turn on the system. And that's basically it. That's all you need to know about this digital system. Once again, you cannot stress enough the importance of bench testing it before you install it. just for the pairing alone, just imagine going up and down on that ladder multiple times would be a real pain if it didn't pair, or you have to unplug it and plug it. You want it to all work the first time, so when you plug it in, this way you also know that it works. But overall, that's the general idea of how to use the system. I hope you found this video helpful. If you need more tech support, feel free to call us at 866-966-5550 or email us at help@TadiBrothers.com. If you've already purchased from us, I hope this video helped. If you're still shopping, pop over to TadiBrothers.com or give us a call. It would be an honor to earn your business. From all of us here at Taddy Brothers, thanks for watching and have a great day.